Hey there, Regina Andler here with Pieces of Me, Part 6. In this section, we're going to talk about your subconscious mind. Did you know that your subconscious mind runs your life? It does. Everything that's going on is mostly in your subconscious. Yes, there's things going on in your conscious that you're aware of out here. But most of the stuff that's going on during your day is happening back here. Your subconscious mind controls your life. Now, what is in your subconscious mind? All kinds of stuff. And in that subconscious mind, that's where all those beliefs you have live, whether they're good beliefs or limiting beliefs. All of the emotions and all those feelings that you have about just about anything, your habits, they all live in your subconscious. For example, did you ever drive someplace and maybe your conscious mind was busy thinking about something completely different? Maybe it was something that was going on at work, something in a relationship, whatever. Something was happening, or maybe you're just really into the song that's on the radio and you're jamming away and you're not really thinking about anything else except for the words in the song. And yet, you successfully get to where you were going. How does that happen? That happens because it all came from your subconscious mind. You didn't have to consciously think of where you were going. Your subconscious mind had already been programmed to know the route and know exactly how to get there. And so it just went on autopilot. That's basically what your subconscious is. It's your autopilot. And it's those patterns, those programs that are in your reality that you live every single day. Do you have any certain habits that you just automatically do without thinking every day? Maybe it's something that you do when you first get up in the morning. And without even thinking, which, consciously thinking is in your front conscious there, you're just doing it. That's coming from your subconscious. Now, in your subconscious, we have this little thing going on here. It's the heart versus the head, right? There's an emotional impact for things that are in your subconscious. Some of your subconscious is created by emotional stuff, the heart stuff. Now, it could be something bad that happened and it really hit you. Maybe you have a belief in your head because you're in a bad relationship, maybe an abusive relationship. And your subconscious believes that, well, you know what? All men beat their wives. It's just the way it is. That's a belief that's created based on an emotional experience that creates a limiting belief in your subconscious. Using that as an example, think about somebody who stays with somebody who has been repeatedly beating them, and yet they stay because they just accept it for what it is. Their subconscious believes that that's the way it's supposed to be, and so they just keep doing it. They're not consciously going, oh yeah, I want to be beat today. No, that's the emotional impact. The emotional impact is something emotional happened that created the program in the subconscious that you just run with it now. That created a limiting belief. Limiting beliefs are something different that we address. Now, there's also the logic impact on your subconscious brain, and that's the other stuff coming from your conscious. It's things you learn. So when you're in school, you learn about gravity. Now, you learn all about gravity and Newton and the apple, it fell, hit the ground, laws of gravity. You believe that, and in your subconscious, you don't really think about gravity anymore. You just know that it exists. Why? Because that's another belief that's in your subconscious. It was something that was logically implanted there. Now, when you have the stuff that you don't necessarily want in there, maybe it's the belief that all men beat their wives. There's ways to retrain your subconscious mind so that you can be in a better place, create a more positive experience, more positive life for yourself. So here are 5 ways to help you retrain your subconscious mind. The first one is to adopt new empowering beliefs. So if you have that belief of all men beat their wives, that's a limiting belief that is creating not only an emotional but a physical danger to you, and it's not good. You know deep down that it's not good. In your subconscious, it's just the belief that you have. Something created it. That emotional experience created it. Now, there's lots of steps into removing a limiting belief, but for our purposes here today, we'll talk about just creating new empowering beliefs. A new empowering belief that you're going to adopt, that you can adopt for that, is no, not all men beat their wives. This is not normal. Men are generally very good to their wives. They don't beat their wives. Men are good people. Men do not hurt their wives. A new empowering belief. Now, how do you get that in your subconscious mind? That's great. You thought about it. It's in your conscious. What's up here doesn't necessarily always translate to back here. What you need to do is repeat it over and over again. So whatever it is that you're trying to replace, if it's a belief, you replace it with a new empowering positive belief that you repeat over and over again. That's what the subconscious mind reprogramming is all about. When you repeat something over and over and over again, your brain will engage and go, oh, okay, so this is the way it is now. Let's get rid of that old one and put the new one in. And it reprograms your subconscious mind. Now, the second way to retrain your subconscious mind is to embrace uncertainty. Now, what do I mean by that? Things aren't always exactly the way you expect them to be. You need to accept and acknowledge that, because what you may believe, what you may be thinking, the patterns that you hold, the habits that you do automatically may not be what is best serving you anymore where you are today. Now, when you think about it, it puts you in that uncertain, nervous, maybe outside of your comfort zone, because it's different, it's change. Now, your subconscious mind really likes to know, it's in control and everything is the way it is. When you start introducing new empowering positive beliefs into that subconscious, when you start making changes to your habits, your brain goes, I'm not so sure about this. What do I do with this? Uncertainty arises. Embrace the uncertainty and understand that moving through that uncomfortable uncertainty point is just part of the process of retraining your subconscious mind. You will get to the other side, and then there will be no more uncertainty. This will be the new reality. The next one is to practice gratitude. Now, why does practicing gratitude help you retrain your subconscious mind? When I say practice gratitude, I'm not talking about just saying that you're grateful for something. What I'm referring to is journaling gratitude. Now, if you keep a gratitude journal, you handwrite everything that's going into that journal. Now, why do you handwrite it? When you're typing on your computer, you're only using one part of your brain. When you're handwriting something on a piece of paper, you're using both hemispheres of your brain. You want to engage your entire brain in order to retrain your subconscious. Now, if there's a lot of negativity going on in your life right now, and you start writing down what you're grateful for on a daily basis, that is retraining your subconscious to look for more things to be grateful for. Instead of focusing on everything that's going wrong, your brain is going to start focusing on everything that's going well, everything that you want to be grateful for. So that's another tip for retraining your subconscious mind. The next one is to pay attention to your environment. Now, your environment is extremely important. If there's a lot of negative in your environment, if there's a lot of clutter in your environment, I've always seen the memes that go around, God bless this mess. I know where everything is. It's my mess. That's great. Clutter in the unconscious mind just drives it crazy. Clean up the clutter. Pay attention to your environment. What's going on in your environment is a reflection of what's going on in your subconscious mind. If you have a really messy environment and there's lots of clutter and junk around, chances are pretty good the same thing is going on in your subconscious mind. It's time to clean it up. Now, the last one is to visualize. When you see certain things that you want, what happens? There's this part of your brain, or this thing that you have, it's called the Reticular Activator. And the Reticular Activator's job is literally to weed out all the stuff that your conscious brain doesn't need to pay attention to. So imagine you decided you were going to go car shopping. And let's say we're going for a Toyota sedan and we want a dark blue Toyota sedan. We're currently driving, some other car, and maybe it's a white Hyundai. Now, you haven't noticed too many dark navy Toyota sedans on the road lately. Now, all of a sudden, that you're shopping for one, they're popping up everywhere. You're driving down the highway, you're driving down a side street, and you're going, wow, how is it that I did not notice this car, all these cars out here, while I was driving down here every other day that I took the same route? The reason is your reticular activator, it just took it out of your focus because your brain didn't need to know it. It wasn't what you needed to focus on. Now that you've got that in your brain, in your sights, and you're visualizing it, now you're seeing it everywhere. That is programming your subconscious mind. The more you think about something, the more you repeat it, the more the programming works. So your brain, just think of your brain as a computer. And that front part of your conscious brain is your keyboard. And it's what is right here. Your subconscious is that backup storage and that back-end storage that's holding all the stuff, everything that you've ever learned, everything that you've ever created, all of the emotions, all of the experiences, everything that's going on is in your subconscious mind, and it is functioning 24/7, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. It never shuts off. Now, anybody who has trouble sleeping or has really strong visual dreams understands that. If you're a heavy sleeper and you don't have a lot of dreams, I assure you, your brain, your subconscious brain is on 24/7 and it's still doing stuff. Now, for a good example of that, have you ever had, say, a problem at work where you were trying so hard to figure out a solution to the problem, and you spent all day just, head down at the desk, trying in vain to come up with an answer? You're upset, you're frustrated, you're overwhelmed, you come home, you have dinner, you go to bed. 2 o'clock in the morning, you jump up, wide awake. The answer just came to you. The perfect answer, the perfect solution for the problem just came to you at 2 o'clock in the morning. How did that happen? You weren't awake, you weren't thinking in your conscious. It came because while you were sleeping, your subconscious mind knew that you were working on that problem, and even though you stopped consciously thinking about it, it kept going trying to find a solution for you. So your subconscious mind is extremely powerful, and it is controlling your reality. So, in order to create your best life, you need to really pay attention to what is going on all the time and find out, is there stuff in that subconscious mind that is just automatic, things that you're doing, maybe patterns that you have, beliefs that you have, that may be not serving you anymore, that you need to go in and retrain that subconscious mind. So that's just one piece of Pieces of Me, some of the things that we talk about in the Finding Me program. Pieces of Me is all about little drips of what we learn in the 10-week Finding Me program. Our next session is starting soon. For any information, for all information, feel free to contact me directly at regina@autumnascent.com. And you can go to www.lifeofmydreamsnow.com for all of the information on the Finding Me program. That's it for today. Tune in next time for part 7 of Pieces of Me. Bye for now.